and I kept eating throughout that entire time. Like, drinking is really fucking up my eating routine. And I'm like, no, it's just
eating is fucking up my drinking routine.
Exactly! Welcome back! Third Shirt Reactions, I'm Zach.
I'm Shane.
We're back with Cowboy Bebop Season 1, the only season that we know of, even though the petition got a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
Episode 6.
Yeah.
You remember what happened last time?
Yeah, it was, to me, the slowest episode. It told the backstory of Jet, which in the anime was one of my favorite stories.
It is different than this, though.
Didn't like it as much here. It was slower.
Mm-hmm.
But just like every Cowboy Bebop episode, like the end always gives me like this little cool moment.
What it did was it really concentrated on Jet and it elaborated in ways that we didn't need.
Yeah.
But then it tried to kind of conjoin Spike and Faye.
Yeah. They had
make him like have this weird...
They had those bonding moments where they're stuck in the Bebop and they can't decide which bounty they want to do.
Yeah, it was unnecessary.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't think it's unnecessary for him to bond us. It just, that story didn't interest me. And then the Jet story that interested me more, I thought was slow.
The series... I hate to come back to the series.
Yeah.
But when you have something that's pre-established, I feel like it's going to be necessary.
Yeah.
To at least compare it.
Yeah.
And the series bonded them, but over a longer period of time.
Yeah.
And this, they're trying to bond them in a faster period of time.
Yeah.
They also brought up Julia.
Yeah.
And Vicious.
Yeah.
And
they're trying to make some friends.
They're trying to make some moves, some power moves. Like they're making a long story short. No, I'm sorry. A short story long out of
in their case.
Vicious's takeover of the Syndicate.
Yeah.
Whereas in the series, the original anime series, the first time you were introduced to Vicious is when he takes over the Syndicate.
Yeah.
But now they're stretching it out. They're reversing it completely.
We had Julia sing and that pissed off.
Vicious, yeah. And
but just the end for me when she said he's still alive, that was great. I love that.
When she caught that, yeah.
Yeah. When she put together
what do they call him in this?
Fearless.
Fucking stupid name, yeah, Fearless. Yeah, they said that Fearless is still alive.
Was it the alcohol she's putting together, like the drink that he likes?
I don't remember.
I thought it showed like a shot of her remembering that chick from Law and Order, that black chick from Law and Order.
Yeah.
Like he has a particular drink, and then when she came to visit her, like in the second episode, she's
it
like,
was that certain alcohol that he asked for.
Yeah. So I think she
right.
put together.
You're right.
So yeah, I love that moment, and you know. It didn't change the way I feel about Jet. I love that character. I love this version too.
I like the actor they chose to play as Jet. I just don't like the added backstory they gave to him. It was just completely unnecessary. I liked some of the actors they got to play, like the shitty cops.
I love that guy. He's Brad Belichick is the coach of the Patriots.
He's the guy.
Brad
with
something.
Yeah, but the guy that played the actual dirty cop that set him up.
Yeah.
Right. Not the shitty guy that's banging his ex-wife.
Yeah.
The other guy.
But that guy had a cool moment with him too.
I know.
He's a little more redeemed from me.
He was unnecessary though. Like
he's
unnecessary completely. That guy is. His ex-partner that betrayed him, set him up. That's from Prison Break.
Yeah.
That guy has a purpose.
Yeah, that was continuing from the anime, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But be that as it may, I'm enjoying a lot of performances in this and the music and some moments. I don't really want to be hard on it anymore because I'm getting old and I'm getting tired.
You ain't that old, but you are tired.
I'm old enough halfway through my life.
You know, old guys are older than us watching this thinking,
because they're at the end of their life, though. A little different.
If they're like in their 40s, they're at the end of their life.
That's not that old, though, either.
Well, no, they're 35 years old, Zach.
I'm 35, and that's like halfway through what I can expect to live.
Maybe in the West, where people have bad habits their whole life, they live to their mid-70s. So.
Oh, well then what's the point of living in your 80s when you're like shitting your pants all the time?
Because most people who don't live shitty lives, they're very functional and they walk around. And
so they live in their 80s and 90s and they don't have any health problems whatsoever.
People in the blue zones. So there's one in Florida. There's one in Sardinia, Italy.
One.
There's in Central America. There's
3.
There's 7 of them.
7 people.
There's 7 populations in the world known as blue zones.
Yeah.
Where there's more centurions than anyone in any other area.
Yeah.
And most of these
Okinawa probably. I think
Okinawa, Japan is one of them. And a lot of it is, they don't drink a lot of alcohol. They eat a lot of high fiber foods.
Well, a guy that I know that lived in Okinawa, he said they do consume a lot of alcohol. They come home every night and they just drink it at night to kind of like be a nightcap.
Well,
It's probably not like we do in the West, where you
they don't
all
drink
the
as
time.
much alcohol.
Yeah.
And in Okinawa, for instance, there are more fast food chains leaking over there from the West, falutin' everything.
Well, it's because we're there.
Yeah, so all the younger kids are actually having almost as many health problems as our young kids.
But the older generation that's
older-
been there with the older habits and the old traditional
yes,
habits.
so
have
they're
been long.
but they're still counted as a blue zone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That being said, I don't think you're in that population. But
Well, no,
you
I'm
don't
going to die in my 70s. Don't worry. But I'm not sure that I want to live longer than my 70s either. So, it makes sense.
Actual duct tape.
You should find the last person who wrenched in here and you should put a bullet in him.
Yeah. You know what? Put 2.
I was the last person who wrenched around in there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You do your own dental work too?
It was working just fine till last night, thank you.
duct tape. I do love that. It's always fun.
I hate that shit.
I love Polaroids.
So do I.
Yeah.
I grew up with them. My grandma had that Polaroid camera.
Yeah.
Where they had the instant printing.
Oh, wow, that's a cute shot of her.
You know what that's called, don't you, Shane?
Oh, he threw it away. Look at that.
You know what that's called, Shane?
Well, something every human goes through, Zach.
Trouble.
Place of sentimentalism.
It's up to Londes. It's a rich bounty.
It's the Bigfoot of bounties. Rabbit hole to nowhere. It's a pipe dream.
It's a lead. And they found Bigfoot, smart guy. I saw it in a documentary.
Oh, he exists in this universe? That'd be great.
What do you got there?
Check it out.
A railgun?
I love railguns!
It's what,
Love them! Metal Gear Rex! Gundam Thunderbolt!
Toggy 3 has one.
Fucking railguns, man.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking boner among...
This bad boy.
Is that a railgun?
Yeah.
Total scam.
It's not a scam. This thing can shoot a paperclip through a human skull at 2,000 meters.
Making it the worst gun ever for a bounty hunter.
Not if you shoot him in the foot.
Right.
Where are you going?
Chase down a pipe dream.
That's my life every day.
Is it?
Yeah, the more it
I'm
was.
just chasing something that's right on the horizon, and I catch it, and then the next morning it's like right on the horizon again. And you just chase the same fucking thing every fucking day.
Hey, supposed to make sure you're not dicking around.
Your boss is a proper prick.
Oh, he's not my boss.
Is that a railgun?
Yes. As a matter of fact, it is. It's a beast. It shoots metal alloy using magnetic fields. Cool, right?
Those hips.
I heard they're a total scam.
Why does everybody keep saying that?
It's not like this iron here. This is more my speed.
I think I want to kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I see a good-looking piece, I just have to touch it.
Yeah, touch away.
One was going to save the day, and like, damn, there's not a scam.
Get back to work.
Think it's going to be a scam or not a scam?
Ready for the part your boyfriend's out scrounging for?
No.
God
Not
damn it.
Thinks you're ripping off.
Yeah, there's nothing here worth taking. Except maybe you.
What I tell you?
Sorry?
I'm into this.
So am I. 4D printing, huh? How do you have 4-dimensional printing?
I don't know.
How does that work? I thought the 4th dimension was like beyond our comprehension.
It is. Bill Cipher.
Whoa, would you look at that?
Hello, friend. I'm Beatrice. Welcome to the Londes Center.
Hi.
Beatrice.
Bitches.
Dr.
Not the
Londes?
same.
And Dr. Londes wants to see you.
That's
We're
Bill
so
Cipher.
happy you're here.
I
Please,
said that.
come with me, friend.
I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, dude, that's Bill Cipher. I'm like, you look at me like,
At the
fool.
Londes Center,
No.
we all carry ghosts. What's yours, friend? Regret? Guilt? To let go of what ails you.
Yeah, I'm ready to let go.
Wonderful. Have a seat, friend. and place the goggles over your eyes.
I just feel like that's going to end well. Fuck that noise.
Hell yeah, look at that thing. No, look
They're
like
gonna
it's...
clamp down on you.
Yeah, I know.
Hold you there. Fuck all that. What is wrong with you?
Congratulations, friend. Dr. Londes awaits you.
Very Blade Runner-esque.
First, let me take you on a journey.
The eye in the
A
beginning.
journey
Yeah.
as Dr. Londes.
It'd be bullshit. You hiding back there, Londes?
I think an old 66 Chevy. Dude.
What an interesting little town.
That is a hell of a facade. What did you say?
I don't know. This is a big set they built.
I found you.
Oh, he's still in the fucking thing.
Dude, you're probably right. That is so unfortunate. Because her outfit doesn't make any sense.
Look at you. Your hair.
How did you?
Anna. She said you went by to see her. That you asked about me.
God damn.
Miss you so much.
I begged Anna to tell me how to find you so that I could warn you.
Warn me.
They're coming for you. Today.
Vicious.
You have to let me go.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not. Because she's mentioned, like, she's on the outside of this.
I get it.
Oh, it's fake. That's
It only appears to be now. Good call.
It's unfortunate over him. Now you don't know if you don't know.
Now you don't know which loop is yours.
Back there.
God damn it, this sucks. I hate these kind of time loops.
Damn it. She didn't repeat herself.
Fearless?
You see the world though?
Hi.
Getting blurry. Cartoonish.
Nope, don't do it. Don't stab him with a needle. Oh, it did! There's a fucking vein. Something going up his vein, Zach.
I know!
Terrible. Look!
I know!
It's a fucking worm from the strain.
God damn it, I know!
Oh no.
This is horrible.
Oh god, it's like the rock's gonna come out of here soon, like the scorpion, I'm telling you.
Free your mind, the rest will follow, huh?
So he finds him and
You'll find him in that
Yeah.
chair.
sweet dreams are made. Oh, that song.
Who am I to disagree? Free of the mind. I don't know why it reminds me of Cable Guy. Don't you want somebody?
It's a good song.
You okay, bro?
Don't do that.
Look at this
Take
asshole.
off the goggles. You fry his brain.
What are you doing to my partner?
I'm attempting to save him.
Are you Londes?
No. Radical Ed sent me an alert.
Me too. I'm looking for Londes. It's a nice piece of change on his head. What's happening to him?
The AI, it's got him in a VR loop, attempting to capture his consciousness.
Can you stop it?
Once I rewire the system, it should...
We'll keep wiring.
Shit.
You're kidding. You're not kidding.
No.
I don't know.
How about that?
You know, I'm all for.
First orgasm ever. Good on me. At least
Stop
I
it.
can remember. Well, if you'd had one before, trust me, you would have remembered.
It's just they look so much alike.
How long have you been awake?
So it kind of makes it weird.
It's like banging twins, I guess.
Yeah, but if you're the twin,
That'd be probably weird for them. I'm not thinking about what they're thinking.
I'm thinking about what they're fucking thinking. Like, you look just like one another. I wouldn't want to fuck me. Like, what?
Not losing you again, Julia. I've traveled all across the solar system and I have never, Never found anyone who makes me feel the way that you do.
Hell with it.
Yeah, it would be. I understand. It'd be hard for me. I can't imagine how hard it'd be for you.
That will not change.
He's a psychopath.
So if he's willing to, like, save himself, is that when the computer wins? Because I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Can't shut it down from here. You're gonna have to cut the power from the mainframe.
Where's the mainframe?
Earth.
Fucking Earth.
Brian's gonna get in contact with Ed.
Is she stuck on Earth?
Radical Ed, when they find her, is on
I
her.
tried.
You killed me.
Those lips. Jesus. It's a little more messed up every time.
It is.
It's kind of disorienting.
What the fuck? This is the engine room. Spike's in trouble.
What?
Wheels up in 2 minutes.
What the fuck?
That was good. What the fuck? It's the engine room. Big agents.
With the beers there, not so much.
Yeah, they don't do
They're
weird.
clean shaven without the...
They are.
Now, if I don't get that flow, the burn is gonna get crispy.
I'm working on it. When I said I didn't feel safe, I wasn't talking about Vicious. I was talking about you.
Julie, that's not...
It's the truth. You can change your name, Spike, but you can't change who you are. My husband may do bad things, but you are the psychopath. Knock the tower down! The blocks are gonna blow!
Just hold it together.
Hold something together. How's that work? Damn!
You just love taking your best friend's girl, and now you're gonna get me killed.
Break her back.
A pistol on that bitch. That's the attitude she's gonna have.
She's being pretty emotional. I'll say that.
Not emotional, she's just being shitty. The difference being emotional and like anxiety versus like just being a shit.
Well, I think the shit she's saying is because she's fucking being an emotional brat right now. Because she's...
Well, just being a brat and being emotional. She doesn't have to be a brat if she's emotional.
I could never love a monster like you.
Yeah, making a lot of assumptions here.
She's just feeling...
There's gotta be something around here. So for once in your life, do something right.
Hey, hey. Will this work?
Railgun, the hair clip,
Yeah!
the bobby pin.
Okay. I'll go.
Yeah, it worked. Good for her. I got an Armageddon on the deck.
There was an episode of Cowboy Bebop like this.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I just don't remember it being him. But there was an episode of Cowboy Bebop like this.
Doc, talk to me.
He's okay. He's alive.
Maybe like that chick from Inception, you wouldn't know what the fuck to trust after that.
No.
That was cool. 1990 RPG music right now.
It works. It's like a western.
Imagine that guy from Hawkeye with the flute just back there. Talk about
Like, Bill
dragons
from Kill
dragons
Bill with the
flying
flute.
Or him, yeah.
There he is. What's the first letter of every word spell?
Londes.
K-Pac thinks that the AI restarted itself and created the Dr. Londes identity to lure people in. And before you say
I
anything,
told
just...
you that lead was horse hockey.
And you're right.
I never heard anyone else say horse hockey.
Find that son of a bitch Radical Ed. Gonna rip off his fingers. One by one. Nice and slow. Those goggle things. What'd you see in there anyway?
I don't remember.
She's yours whenever you want her back. See you, Faye Valentine.
I know he's actually probably had a pretty big crisis though.
I'll go. But not without you.
His eyes.
Yeah. He had a funny look on his face.
Like we used all the time when we were younger.
Yeah.
That was Shane's reaction, my reaction, too, actually.
Yeah.
So, what did you think?
I like this one. And I liked it definitely more than the last one.
I'm liking them more and more as we go along. I hate to admit it because I'm a diehard fan of the anime.
I think you can be both.
I understand that. I do. I get that you can be both.
Yeah.
In all intents and purposes. So
Zach's not a fence rider. He just wants everyone to know.
I try not to be because you are lukewarm. I spew you from my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I all the same. I think this episode was really good. I think this is probably the most redemptive episode out of the season so far.
Yeah.
In terms of this versus the anime.
Okay.
I do. You're such a sentimentalist.
He was, apparently.
You were Spike. I think I'm more like Jet and you're more like Spike.
I mean, I don't know. In some ways,
If we have to compare just between those two characters, if I had to compare.
In this particular show, there was an episode where they asked if he wanted to kill someone. And then Jet basically said he kind of does, but just fuck. I'm not bitter. But within that, it's kind of revealed that I think he has these problems, and he does have this bitterness, but he does his best to deal with it in his own way and not let it consume him. Mm. And for me, I took that as, well, that's kind of showing a big part of his character, and I really agreed with that. I'm not saying I'm like that all the time. I try to be.
But I do feel like the other end of Spike is more like you than the other end of Jet.
Well, you see one particular part of Spike, he's also a fucking mafia killer guy.
Yeah, but you're talking about. You're seeing one end of Jet, and you're just saying,
a lot more human.
I'd be more like this.
A lot more of a... Yeah, but I think with Jet, you can apply that to a lot of people. With Spike...
So you're saying I'd be more like Spike?
I'm saying I don't know.
I don't think I would be.
I think
Spike's like a guy that had to prove who he was and exhibit who he was all the time. And I think that's more like who
You're kind of like Jet in terms of his marital circumstance, I feel like. It just depends what you choose to relate. Fucking, you're white. I'm more colored, I guess.
They're both colored!
I definitely understand Spike in this episode. I've had relationships that I've reminisced and they're hard to let go, and I'm sure they had good times and bad times. You want to remember the good, but I think in Spike's case, he felt like there was probably a lot more room left in their story, and then it got cut short. And it's been hard for him to let go. And I think the best thing for him to do would be like in the anime. Not the anime. I think the best thing for him to do in this version of the show is for him to maybe talk to Jet about it.
Well, the imagery in this really reminded me of the Scanner Darkly.
The Keanu Reeves thing. I haven't seen it. I actually got that on DVD. Gus gave it to me. I haven't watched it.
I've watched it, and it's not as, epic as you imagine it being, but it just reminded me of it with the imagery in the background.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
This is the engine room! And Jet catching them.
That was funny. And I love the railgun bit, bringing that in. And I thought it would work, but I thought this show was going to subvert my expectation.
Well, I've loved...
and it'd have a moment like that, and then it wouldn't work.
I've loved railguns and high-velocity projectiles ever since Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Hideo Kojima's masterpiece, which people may not agree on because of the graphics and the gameplay, but I love the first game probably the most out of any of them because it's just that's my baby.
Yeah, I think it's in the Library of Congress. It's a critically acclaimed,
well-loved
game.
That's the one I started with, man, and it's the one I love. I loved, Ocelot was my favorite character in it, but overall, the gameplay was just, I don't know, it set its seed in me.
Yeah.
It grew like a
when in the GameCube version of reading your games and stuff like that, when you psychopath.
PlayStation.
Well, GameCube does it as well.
Yeah, but if you didn't have the PS1 version on the
Okay.
PlayStation.
Twin Stakes was my kind of like.
Yeah, I played Twin Stakes before you ever did. And PlayStation version is the one that had the saved data information from the first game. You wouldn't have it.
Yeah.
From the GameCube.
Yeah.
So the PlayStation version from PS1 to PS2.
Yeah.
With from between Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 2. That was your save data in the PlayStation.
Yeah.
But I think it did the same thing in the GameCube, and you're right.
Well,
So
I remember
it took and examined your information.
when I watched my cousin Jamie play it. I think there was a part where on the memory card he was like, "Oh, you've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy." Mm-hmm. So I remember that was in there. But my first time I played through it myself wasn't on the PlayStation.
Was Twin Snakes?
It was Twin Snakes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I do.
Yeah.
It examines your save files and says, "Well, you're actually a very you like to kick your tires before you leave.
Yeah.
Very careful player. You save all your progress."
Yeah.
Like I get that. And God damn it, that game just cemented me. Like I've only played like a few games all the way through, and
That's why I have to ask you. Like, I feel like games can tell better stories than movies. Like,
They do,
we do movies and shows for like a living, but games are my favorite medium. I don't get to play them like I want. I think about them all the time, though.
I don't get to play them because I can't.
Yeah. What was I going to say? For me, I actually enjoy kind of like the tender moment they had, and obviously I think it's pillow talk. In this particular case, I feel like this girl was kind of more experienced in a way, where obviously she gave Faye her first orgasm, released her first orgasm from a woman. And,
what I will say,
yeah.
is the shit that Spike was eating, the noodles, and the bell peppers. It's like shrimp scampi without the shrimp.
Oh, I know. Well, I get
sauce?
chicken scampi, and yeah, it'd be
And without the chicken?
without the onion. Yeah. Yep.
It'd be just, no.
You'd be them. You'd be this poor guys.
Couldn't do it.
I know.
Because the scampi, the entire dish is so, I love that. It's so funny that you and I both loved it.
I know. It's my favorite thing at Olive Garden.
Mine too.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's really good.
And God damn, is it delicious. Are you living in the real world?
That was a nice little message, Jan, and I think
Well, it's like you're going to carry that weight. That's an actual song from the Beatles, I believe.
in Spike's case, I don't know, the jury's out. I think he's carrying all that weight, and he's doing everything he can to kind of distract himself from Julia. He became a cowboy, and he transformed his life and his style and his name. Mm-hmm. But as fake Julia said, you can't really change who you are. I don't know if I agree on that completely. I think it's very hard to change who you are, though.
I think it's harder for some than others.
Yeah.
But in the end, there's also a lot of elements to yourself that are harder to change no matter who you are.
Yeah, and I wonder if the stuff she was saying to Jet is just how Jet feels about himself deep down.
I can see that. Because like, Jet probably has a lot of personal guilt.
Yeah, like, you're a piece of shit, you didn't keep me safe, and maybe he feels like, well, I
mean
blame...
Spike?
Yeah. Spike, I'm sorry. I was talking about Spike. Just the idea that maybe he feels like, oh, like, if I would have been better, if I would have kept her safe, I would still be with her, and, she wouldn't be vicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked all that
His
stuff.
face.
Yeah. It was funny. He was taking a note, but you saw the tail end of it. Because he actually does it slowly. He goes, it's pretty funny. But I think we both know who Radical Ed is.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. My biggest regret of this episode is we didn't get to see Ein. It's a sin.
Ein's been put off for a while.
Yeah.
A few episodes.
Yeah, I think we need to have him feature more. Bigfoot isn't particularly real, and he was caught. One thing I was thinking about was when Jet was talking to the mechanic chick who got with Faye later on. The idea of these mechanics ripping you off, it's always like a fear of mine.
No mechanic.
Do you guys rip people off and like joke about it? Like, these fucking people, we can
Our
do whatever.
higher-ups
Yeah.
have mentioned that.
Really?
They say, like, we could be getting money out of these guys left and right. And some of our guys are like, what the fuck would I do that for? Like, kind of like that attitude. Like,
Yeah.
They're trying to be honest people.
Yeah.
But our higher-ups
You guys are trying to just do better credit to the name of mechanics.
we're just having an honest living.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I mean, I guess we should just nickel and dime our customers. Like, the guy that was gotten onto from our superiors was just like bitching about it for days on end because that's what our superiors want. It's like, we could be getting more money out of these people and everything. And
Yeah.
we're like, why?
Yeah.
Why would we do that on purpose?
You guys are like...
If you fuck up, that's one thing. But if you...
Yeah, you're like David Putty. You're like the honest mechanic.
Yeah, it's like, what? Why would you fucking...
He's the most honest mechanic in New York.
Yeah. It's like, why would you do it on purpose?
Yeah.
Say, well, actually, you got this wrong.
good mechanic
You
here,
got that
guys.
wrong, and you got this wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, but you're going to keep it here a few more days, or it won't work.
Yeah. I do love
Bullshit.
the use of duct tape on the Bebop. I just love this one. This was a good one, and the moments for Spike, I understand.
This episode was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I've been drinking for a while until now. Maybe that's why. But I didn't have many complaints about the presentation of the characters. Maybe because I've already put away my attachment to Spike's character.
Yeah.
I have enough attachment to the guy, Mustafa Shakir,
Yeah.
that plays Jet.
Yeah.
I like his casting a lot. I don't like how they've added to his backstory.
Yeah.
I think that was unnecessary, but I like him a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, I take and give.
Yeah.
I love the anime for what it is, but I have to love this show for what it is.
Yeah.
I don't have as many complaints about it as I did at first. Faye, unfortunately, they're not elevating her character. That's the problem.
Yeah.
If you wanted to change her character, you should have done it to elevate it. Unfortunately, now she's even worse off than she was because now she's just some hot chick with nice fucking hips and thighs that's having lesbian orgasms in the fucking engine room. So I'm sorry, but you didn't get what you wanted.
What the fuck?
You didn't elevate her. You just made her into a goddamn, softcore porn toy for us to enjoy. So I wish she could have been more because I think she was more in the anime than this. And she should have been more.
I imagine, hopefully
I'm not the one producing the show.
Yeah.
So it's not my fault.
I'm hoping they satisfy me with her story more before it ends. We got 4 more episodes.
Lesbian orgasms in engine rooms. Hey, I'm a mechanic. I can appreciate it. I can.
Guys, thank you so much for watching our reaction. Hope you enjoyed this reaction and enjoyed the episode like we did. If you like us, you want to support us, like and subscribe and just hit that notification. Leave a comment because it actually helps a lot. I've been looking up how much it actually helps when you just leave a comment. So
You would know.
yeah. So we appreciate you. Let us know.